The little girl didn't scream. She didn't cry. She ran. Her small sneakers slapped against the gravel parking lot as she burst through the swinging doors of the Iron Saddle Saloon. The loud bar instantly fell silent. Glasses stopped clinking. Conversations died mid-sentence. Every biker in the room turned toward the terrified 10-year-old standing in the doorway. Her face was pale, her chest heaving, but her eyes were sharp and focused. She wasn't looking for comfort. She was searching for someone. The men looked exactly like her mother had warned her about. Huge bikers in leather cuts, tattooed arms, rough faces hardened by years on the road. But Maya ignored all of them until her eyes landed on the biggest man in the room. He sat alone at the corner of the bar. Grey beard. Massive shoulders. A patch on his vest that read, President. Maya walked straight toward him. The room parted quietly as she passed. When she reached him, she grabbed the leg of his jeans with trembling fingers. The biker looked down slowly. His dark eyes were cold and unreadable. What? He rumbled. Maya held out a crumpled napkin. He took my sister. The biker, Grizz, almost dismissed her. Another scared kid. Another misunderstanding. Then he looked into her eyes. There was no confusion there. No childish panic. Only certainty. Who took her? He asked quietly. A man in a blue sedan, Maya said. I memorized the license plate. That got everyone's attention. Grizz unfolded the napkin. Written in shaky crayon were the characters. KVC 742. My dad taught us the phonetic alphabet, Maya explained quickly. Kilo. Victor. Charlie. 7. 4. 2. A ripple moved through the bar. This little girl wasn't guessing. She was giving a real report. Grizz turned fully toward her now. Tell me everything. Maya swallowed hard and nodded. We were at the park. My sister Lena was pushing me on the swings. A blue car pulled up. The passenger door had long scratches on it. A man got out and said our mom sent him because there was an emergency. She knew not to go, Maya whispered, but he grabbed her and shoved her into the car. Her voice cracked for the first time. He drove away before anyone could help. The bikers listened in complete silence. What did he look like? Another biker asked gently. Red baseball cap. Reading glasses. Small moon-shaped scar on his chin. Every detail came instantly. Every detail was precise. Grizz looked around the room at his men. Nobody spoke, but he saw the same rage burning in all of them. You don't hurt kids. Not here. Not ever. Grizz stood up slowly, towering over Maya. We are getting your sister back. The room exploded into motion. One biker called Cypher opened a laptop right on the bar counter and started tracing the plate number. Another biker named Doc knelt beside Maya and called her parents and the police. The rest geared up. Leather jackets zipped shut. Helmets snapped on. Engines roared to life outside like distant thunder. Within minutes, 186 bikers stood ready in the parking lot. Not a gang. A rescue mission. Cypher rode up beside Grizz holding his phone. Got him. Daniel Fryer. Rental house off Route 9 near the old quarry. Grizz nodded once. Let's ride. The convoy thundered onto the highway like an army of chrome and steel. Drivers pulled off the road just to watch them pass. This wasn't chaos. This was purpose. As sunset faded into darkness, they reached the dirt road leading to the isolated rental house. Grizz raised a hand, signaling the main group to stop and block the road. No escape. Only Grizz, Cypher, Bear, and the Crow twins continued toward the house. They killed their engines before reaching it. The silence was heavy. Then they saw it. A blue sedan parked beside the house. Deep scratches along the passenger door. Maya had been right. The bikers moved silently through the shadows. The Crow twins circled the house while Grizz walked straight to the front porch and knocked hard on the door. A man opened it wearing a red baseball cap and thin reading glasses. And on his chin, a crescent-shaped scar. What do you want? The man snapped nervously. Grizz stared at him. We are looking for a 16-year-old girl named Lena. The man froze for half a second before shaking his head. Wrong house. Grizz leaned closer. Kilo. Victor. Charlie. 7. 4. 2. The man's face turned white. At that exact moment, one of the Crow twins appeared beside the house and flashed 2 fingers. 2 people inside. Lena was there. While Grizz kept the kidnapper distracted, the Crow twins slipped through a basement window. The basement smelled of mold and damp concrete. Then they heard it. Thump, thump, thump. A weak rhythmic banging behind a rough drywall partition. They tore through the wall with knives and bare hands. Inside sat Lena, bound to a chair with zip ties, duct tape over her mouth, eyes full of terror. One crow cut her free while the other removed the tape gently. "You're safe," he whispered. Lena broke into tears. "My sister." "She's safe too," the biker told her. "She's the reason we found you." Relief hit her so hard she nearly collapsed. Outside, Grizz heard the wall breaking. He knew they had her. The game was over. Moments later, the Crow twins emerged from the house, supporting Lena between them. Alive. Shaking. Free. Police lights flashed through the trees as officers arrived and arrested Daniel Fryer on spot. Then another car pulled up. Maya jumped out before it fully stopped. "Lena!" The sisters sprinted toward each other and collapsed into a desperate embrace, crying so hard neither could speak. Around them stood 186 silent bikers with helmets in their hands. Not one dry eye among them. After several minutes, Maya slowly walked toward Grizz. The giant biker looked down as the little girl wrapped her arms around his leg tightly. "Thank you," she whispered. Grizz froze for a moment before gently resting his huge hand on top of her head. "Anytime, kid." Years later, investigators would discover Daniel Fryer was part of a trafficking network operating across multiple states. Evidence recovered from his house led to dozens of arrests and rescued victims. All because one little girl paid attention. Maya grew up and became a detective in the missing persons unit. Lena became a child psychologist helping traumatized children recover. And every year, the bikers from the Iron Saddle Saloon still rode out to visit the sisters like family. Because heroes don't always wear badges. Sometimes they wear leather jackets, ride Harleys, and answer the call when a frightened little girl walks through the door asking for help.